Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and today we're doing the 6 worst games that I played in 2017. Now the stipulation is they had to be released in 2017, and I had to obviously play it. And now I do want to mention that I did want to do a top 10 best games for 2017. However, I only really played around 10 games this year, and most of them were like lesser titles, you know, indie games or free games or whatever have you on the Xbox, and then like save for a few AAA games. But since you guys know my situation, I didn't get to test and play most of the AAA games and bigger games that did come out this year, so my list would be kind of false in a way. But it's like these are the ones I did play. But I know if I had played these other games that came out, that they would have easily replaced the ones I have on my list. So I could mention a few, like for best games, we have like obviously Call of Duty, Destiny, the Dragon's Dogma release, Life is Strange. Most of the other ones are like indie games that wouldn't really maintain a place on the list had I played other AAA games this year. So I'm not doing a top 10 best. Instead, right now I'm doing top 6 worst, because I know at the end of the day we can all rely on piece of shit games to always come through. We're going to start out this list, and this is not in a particular like this is the worst game to the least worst, but this is just like a list of 6 of very bad games. We're starting off with Oh Sir! Insult Simulator, I think is what it was called. Don't get this game. Don't let it deceive you into buying it. It is terrible. They have an achievement literally called It Gets Boring After an Hour, and it's to play 100 fucking games. Do you know how long that'll take you? Like 4 hours. It sucks. It's annoying. It's terrible. And yes, it is fun for maybe an hour to play with your friends, but then you're like, let's go fucking play Fibbage for the 20th time. You know, it's awful. Don't play it. It's not worth it. It's not even worth the gamer score, because I haven't even completed it yet, because I'm still grinding a bunch of luck-based achievements. Next we have Marvel Heroes Omega. This is like an open-world, top-down, kind of MMO-ish game with Marvel characters, and it's very, very clearly pay-to-win, and to pay to get like all the other characters unlocked. I think I played the free version, and I played to unlock, like, I was playing as Iron Man or something, I don't know, and I got to a certain level and I couldn't use the character anymore because I maxed out my trial for that character. So basically you have to buy shit in the game. You can't even enjoy, like, I'll just play it for free and grind and grind and grind, try to have fun with it to keep up with everyone. No, it's you play it and you have to pay for it. If you want to advance at all in the game, you have to pay. And the game itself is just glitchy, boring, ugly, and doesn't play well. And there's like a billion currencies you have to keep track of, and I played it for maybe 2 hours, and I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it. So next we have, I played this way early on in the year. This is Ikimu something the Shard. I don't fucking know. I don't care enough to remember. But yeah, Ikimu is an indie game in the Xbox One, and while it's pretty easy for gamerscore, the game is so glitchy and plays so terribly. The controls are garbage, the hit detection is garbage, and just sometimes the game just bugs out really hard on you that it's just not worth the frustration. You can watch an entire playthrough I did for it. Not streams, it was me doing individual videos how I used to do, so you guys can watch that. It's like 5 parts or something. The game does not take that long at all to play through, and to complete it probably takes like 1.5 playthroughs, if that. So it's easy enough for gamerscore, and I'm pretty sure it's like less than 10 bucks. It's pretty cheap, but the game, just, I warn you, it's not good at all. Next we have Adventure Pop, and this is like, I don't know what you classify it as, but it's one of those games where you have like your little swivel ball here, and you shoot like a little ball, it sticks, and you match the colors, and they clear a section or whatever. It's like canon Tetris. I don't fucking know, but it was like free for a time or something on Xbox. I think it still might be free. But don't let it deceive you. It sucks. It's a hard-ass game. Like, it starts out pretty easy, but then it really kicks your ass later on. And not to mention, you literally do hit what Sam and I found to be a paywall where, unless you bought boosters in order to, like, help you get through a level casually, you can't clear later levels. Like, the level, you can't even look up a guide for a lot of these levels on where to shoot the different marbles, because the levels are all randomized. It has like 5 different patterns it goes through, and it shuffles through them all, and then any video guides you try to find online never line up with the patterns you have, and you basically hit a paywall where it's like you have to pay for some boosters in order to clear the level and get the 3 stars on it. You could probably clear every level for like 1 star, but in order to get all the achievements you need to get 3 stars on like every single level and defeat all the bosses and stuff. And in order to do that in some later levels, you pretty much have to buy a booster, otherwise it's like 99% impossible. So if you want a quick and easy like 500 gamer score or so, you can pick it up, but if you're going for the completion, don't do it unless you have extra money to drop on boosters, which will get very expensive. Next we have Demon's Crystals, or Demon Crystals, I don't know which is plural, I don't always remember, but this is a top-down like twin stick bullet hell kind of game, and at first it was kind of fun. I was having a good time. You collect little crystals and gems or whatever, and you kill a bunch of monsters, but then the game has a really big difficulty spike, and you can play with friends. So if you do have a group of friends, like 4-player online co-op, then it can probably be done a lot easier. But if you're playing by yourself, it's not going to be an easy game. The game is not free, it costs money, and you could probably get a good 400 to 600 gamer score by yourself pretty easily. I've been stuck on one level in this game, one world section, for like months. I just can't beat this part because it goes through like multiple phases. You have one life, and you have to collect crystals, kill X amount of guys, and collect crystals again, and all while you have like your health bar that doesn't ever regenerate because the game never drops hearts when it should drop hearts. It will only drop hearts if your health is fucking full. And if you are dying and you're surviving for like 5 minutes on like one sliver of health, it will not drop you a heart. The game is broken as hell. It's a kind of fun game. It could be a lot more fun if you play with friends, but on a solo go level, it is not. And then last on the list is not at all the worst game. It's not even really that bad of a game because it's a very easy gamer score. But this is, I recently did it. It's Paladin, and that's basically another one of those twin stick shooters, but this one's a side scroller. It's super lame, it's super boring, and you can beat it in less than like 30 minutes, but it's just still, the game looked kind of nice, and the game had easy achievements and very fast times, so for that, it's really good, but the game itself is just, they could have honestly, I know that they probably made the game just to get the money because it costs money to get, because they know gamer score whores are going to be going for it. I think they really could have had something cool with this game if they wanted to. They could have made the game a lot bigger and a lot better, and I'm sure people still would have played it, but it just seems like they caved. They were just like, they'll buy it for easy gamer score, just fucking throw it out there, whatever. It was that kind of feeling to me, so, I don't know. Anyways, guys, that is my list. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and let me know what some of your least favorite games were this year, and they had to have been released in 2017, so I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Check out the links at the end of the video for other achievements and gamer score related videos. And yeah, subscribe for more. Later.